Hello everyone, my name is Nimai Hedemark, and today I would like to explore the three chart styles with you, show you how to use them, the advantages and disadvantages of each one, and why, in our tradition, we favor the East Indian Chakra. I would like to begin by acknowledging my teacher, Visti Larsen, who very early on had me adopt the East Indian Chakra. He said, I'm going to do you a favor, and it really has been. It is actually kind of remarkably impactful, actually, which chart style you use. Here we have three charts, and in reality, we're actually looking at the same chart three times. Each one of these charts is showing the same information. And someone who knows how to use all three would be able to give you the same information in each three times. The difference is how they're presented and how quick certain bits of information can be picked up at a glance. A Jyotishi's job is to look and to try and get as much information from what he's looking at as quickly as possible. And therefore, the medium by which he is looking becomes significant. The first and probably most commonly used chart style is what's called the North Indian Chakra, or the North Indian Chart, or the Sukra Chakra. Okay? And most beginners will be introduced to Vedic astrology with a chart that looks very much like this. In this chart, the houses are fixed, and they're fixed to the Lagna. So the Lagna, or the ascendant, is always this top square. So here in Ram's chart, we see that he has Moon and Jupiter in the ascendant in the sign of Cancer. So the signs are always told to us by this little number, which we see a kind of vague 4 here. And that tells us what sign it is. The signs themselves move. They're not fixed. And that's going to be a big difference between the North Indian Chakra and the other two styles. The count of houses goes to the left, right? So it moves counterclockwise. So we have the first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, ninth house, 10th house, 11th house, and 12th house. With this chakra, the Kendra, or the houses 1, 4, 7, 10, are immediately obvious. And the trine, or any trine, are also extremely apparent. This chart becomes very useful when you're looking at Karaka Lagnas. But because the signs aren't fixed, the Rashi Drishtis mean that every single time you look at a North Indian chart, you have to figure out where the Rashi Drishtis are. And it kind of slows you down. There's a stumbling block. The next chart style is called the South Indian Chakra, or the Guru Chakra. And the first thing to notice is that we have this space in the middle. Now, here we have the name written, but generally speaking, you would put an Om. Well, Sri Ram's name is sacred, so it's the same. But the idea is that this is called the Brahmastan. And we know that this is actually a Vedic chart. If we were to go back and look at this North Indian Chakra, we notice that there isn't a space. And that actually, in truth, this is not a Vedic chart. This chart comes with the migration of the Muslims into India. It's most likely a Persian chart. And with time in North India, it was adopted by the Indian practitioners of Jyotish. So going back, we have this space, and it's called the Brahmastan, and it's supposed to be, if anyone knows Vastu, it's the same principle as the Brahmastan within the Vastu Mandala, that the center of the space is this Akash. Now, the South Indian chart has fixed signs. So Aries, so we see here, the signs are written, and I chose this chart specifically so that we'd have that. But generally speaking, you might not. And you're supposed to know that this top square here is Aries, and this is Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Now you'll notice we're going in the opposite direction. We're moving to the right. We're going clockwise, right? So the ascendant moves. So in Ram's case, we knew that we had a Cancer ascendant, so here's Cancer. So with here in Sri Ram's chart, he has Moon and Jupiter in the first house, right? Leo second house, Virgo third house, Saturn in the fourth house, in Libra, fifth, sixth, Sagittarius, Rahu, seventh, he has Mars in Capricorn, right? That's how we would functionally read the chart. Ascendant is moving around, and the signs themselves are always fixed, which then allows you to have the Rashi Drishtis firmly placed. So you're seeing everything. You don't have to make any calculation. The last one is called the East Indian Chakra. The East Indian Chakra is kind of like mixing both the chakras together. It has signs that are fixed, so Aries is always the top. Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, right? We have the same Brahmastan, so we know it's a Vedic chart. We have the space in the middle. And we don't use a line on the outside. A proper East Indian chakra doesn't have lines on the outside. It is the unbound space. We're worshiping space, right? This is the Kala Purusha that we are drawing. The unbound Narayan, right? So, there's no lines on the outside. Now we have straight lines and we have diagonal lines. And what we get to do here is we get to have the best of both worlds, the best of intuitive and the best of logical, right? The houses are moving from left to right. So first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, right? I know a moment ago I said first house, second house, third house, but it's first sign, second house, third sign. The Lagna moves. So here in Ram's chart, he has Cancer Lagna. So this becomes first house, and we're moving to the right. In the case of the East Indian, so Leo is the second house, Virgo is the third. So we have Saturn in the fourth in Libra, right? We have Rahu in Sagittarius in the sixth house, Mars in the seventh house, Venus in the ninth house, Sun in the 10th, Mercury in the 11th, and Ketu in the 12th. And you'll notice that if we needed to find a trine, it's very easy because of the diagonal lines. So the trine from the first, we have the trine there. And from the fourth, we have the trine there. And it's always going to be one square and two of these half squares. No matter how you do it, it's always going to be one. So even if we took this, say this is the Lagna, then we'd have the trine there. And if I put the Lagna over here, then we'd have the trine there. So we still are able to pick up the trines very fast, and we're able to pick up the Kendras very fast. And therefore, we get the full benefit of the intuitive snapshot, and we have our brain is able to make the calculations and work in a sort of rhythmical or mathematical, logical way, and makes a huge difference. Such a simple thing is truly a gift my guru gave to me, and I'm sharing it with you. So here we have a picture kind of describing what I've gone through, showing again the three chakras side by side. So we have the right side brain, which is our intuitive faculties. It's creative. Then we have the left side brain, which is logical, and it is promoted by straight lines, up and down and across. You'll notice the people who are attracted to and use these South Indian chakras tend to be those kind of people, and the people who are more intuitive or more creative, they tend to be more attracted to this kind of a chakra. And how we get the effect of both by using the East Indian. So you'll see that I always use the East Indian chakra, and I encourage you to do the same if you can. Lastly, we're going to show you how to draw it. And it's a sadhana in of itself. This is a spiritual science. So it goes like this. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayanaya. Thank you very much. Hope you found that useful and that it helps you All the best to you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Until next time.